Welcome to the November 2021 edition of the Columbus Square Dance News. Now, I can't tell if I've just been slacking or if there's been a dearth of special events for me to attend in the last month. I've only got a couple of recent events to share. On October 8th and 9th, we attended the Dance Between the Lakes. It was in Eddyville, Kentucky with Tom Davis, Nick Hartley, and Darren Henry. They were doing both plus and advanced squares, and Bonnie Lawrence was on rounds.
Double pass through track 2. Everybody in.
COVID is obviously not done messing with square dancing, as there are many people who'd paid for the registration but didn't show up for the event. It was just really kind of strange. But there's something that square dancers do even better than dance, and that's eat. Over the weekend, nearly all of us who attended hung out at two different restaurants, the Oasis and the Willow Pond. Now, the Willow Pond is a catfish restaurant, outstanding catfish, by the way. But they serve these all-you-can-eat hush puppies and white beans, and man, I could have made a meal out of just those things. Now, the Oasis just rocked, and we all hung out there each evening after to eat, to drink beer and tell lies and, and just pretty much laugh. Now, I have to tell you, that's always been one of my most favorite parts of square dancing, the after parties. Now, this is where connections are made and deep friendships are forged. We need to do a lot more of that. On another side note about Eddyville, Kentucky, Tom Davis's daughter is the chief of police there. If you're ever caught speeding, just tell the officer that Tom Davis said it was okay because you're a square dancer. On Sunday, October 17th, was the 2022 Ohio Dance Convention's kickoff dance. It was held in Kidron, Ohio. Ed Pabst and Dave Heffron were calling, and Carol Pabst was on rounds. It was a good turnout.
Boys trade. Boys run around one girl, bend that line, look at the others, now box the net. Hang on to a right and left groove.
It was the first time I'd ever been to that venue, and it was such a nice place that I actually rented it for the Old Goats dance, which I'll talk about here in just a little bit. Upcoming events, well, COVID has claimed another one. The Harvest Moon Classic for Plus through C2 was scheduled for November 19th through the 21st in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's been canceled. The Central Ohio Dance Corp is not going to be holding a Toys for Tots dance this year, but if you'd like to contribute anyway to the charity, there's a donation button set up on Weave the Rings site. Sunday, October 31st at the Michael Solomon Pavilion in Dayton, Ohio, Wes Fenton, Chuck Woods, Shirley Heine, and Elaine Wintrow are putting on a benefit for the Evansville National Convention. It's a free will donation to attend. Friday through Sunday, November 5th through 7th, will be the Indiana State Dance Convention in French Lick, Indiana. Tim Teal is the featured caller during the President's Ball. From Friday, November 12th through Sunday, November 14th in Plymouth, Indiana, will be Eric Heinerlaw's Autumn Adventure. A2 dancing with C1 star tips, $55 per person. Also on Sunday, November 14th from 1:30 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. is the annual Yellow Rock Dance. Travis Cook and Jack Platties have been wrestling over who's doing the calling, but I think Travis won. Phyllis Burdette is on rounds, $7 or $8 per person, depending on when you pay. Saturday, December 4th is the Day of A with Jack Platties in Kirtland, Ohio. An afternoon and evening session, $10 or $11 per person per session, again, depending on when you pay. New Year's Eve is Tom Strickland and Chuck Berry at the Gahanna Congregational Church for a Rio de Janeiro Carnival. The event only goes to 10:15 p.m., 15 minutes past midnight in Rio de Janeiro? January 28th through 29th is the 10th annual Butler Bash. This year it's Tom Davis, Travis Cook, Jack Platties, and Elaine Wintrow in Somerset, Kentucky. Now, talk about a bouncing ball. Now, just last month, I announced that we're going to have to cancel the Old Goats 2.0 dance. But when I attended the Ohio Convention kickoff dance last weekend, boy, I fell in love with that venue. So we adjusted the date of the dance to Saturday, January 15th. Tom Davis, Ken Burke, and Travis Cook will be doing 5 hours of plus and advanced dancing. During the break, we're going to eat high in the hog. Marcia Taylor's making up some great vittles. It's $25 per dancer, $8 per person for dinner. We've got to have at least 10 squares to break even, but we have a maximum capacity of 20 squares. Now, we all had a blast this past April, and I'm sure we'll have just as good a time in January. Head to oldgoats.dance to register and see all the details. On our Sunshine page, poor Doug Burdette. Earlier this year, he was banged up in a really bad car accident. Now, he's been recently hospitalized for COVID. I know Diane Austin had COVID, but I'm honestly unclear whether or not Dan Austin had it too. It was a rough time for them both, but they've been at recent dances, so it's good to see them up and about. On Saturday, October 23rd, Mark Johnson and Nancy Swanberg were married. They live streamed the event so that everyone could attend.
Well, Mark and Nancy, you have vowed to be loyal and loving to one another. You've expressed this both in words and in the giving of the rings, which we didn't do.
Yeah. Where are they?
There always has to be one person that messes everything up. And repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. And Nancy, would you take Mark's ring and place it on his finger? Repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
In the name of the Father,
in the name of the Father,
the Son,
and the Holy Spirit.
Therefore, it is my joy to pronounce that you are husband and wife. And Mark, I invite you to kiss your bride. That I have the honor of introducing for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Mark Johnson.
As always, check the links below for more information about the stuff I talked about in this video. If you've got news about your dancers, your club, your events, I'd sure like to pass the word along. Just send me an email. Let me know with the details. Y'all be safe and well. I'll see you here next month.